Let me get my sandals. After I get my sandals, we'll just walk back. Hola, I left my sandals. And I'm getting anxiety right now.
I know.
What up, YouTube? It's Director Southside. I'm here in Merida. Is it Merida? Merida. Yo, what up? This is Director Southside. I'm here in Merida, Mexico, just chilling, capturing really great content, just for the sake of, living life and, capturing it in its essence. But also I want to create some content for YouTube. So I wanted to go ahead and share some of my advice when traveling abroad during the global pandemic, because there are rules that exist in other parts of the world that can affect us, such as, curfews, right? I didn't think that there was a curfew in this city because the city that I just left, which was Playa del Carmen, didn't necessarily have a curfew that I was aware of. So we were able to hit the streets, walk, drive with no problem. However, here in Merida, Mexico, I ran into an issue with that, but we was not aware of the curfew until we got pulled over. So this is what happened. I'm driving with my guy Cage, right? So I'm driving down Central so we could find us some shots, right? That we could then, test out our new lenses, test out some really great filters. I'm also gonna do a video for the Ronin S2 gimbal, and I wanted to use that gimbal and capture these awesome night shots with these great lenses and filters, right? So we're like, boom, let's go, we got a plan. The plan was to get down to Central, do what we do. Then he was like, yo, we almost there, we 6 minutes away, make a right here. I said, okay, cool. So I make this right like this, boop, hit the right. I was like, damn, this is a one-way. It's a one-way. So I was like, damn, let me get off this real quick. I'm gonna make another right, we'll be straight. Boom, hit the right, keep straight, look at my rear view, you see, boop, boop. Policia. The Policia came. The Policia pulled us over. Me and my friend were both negros. Me and my amigo, we negro amigos got pulled over in a vehicle. You feel me? Like, it was crazy. And I was like, not here. Out of all places, well, I won't go there because America sucks when it comes to blacks being pulled over. But here in Merida, it was really dope because although our Spanglish is very broken, they were very patient with us. They didn't do the most. They obviously realized we was from the United States. I showed them my Chicago ID. Everything was cool. They told us that there was a global pandemic and there was a curfew and we could not drive our vehicles on the road after a certain hour, right? So he then said, we'll escort you to your crib. Mind you, he said all this in Spanish. So we're using context clues, right? Like a mug. And like really taking our time with trying to make sure we understand what he's saying, because he could have gave us a ticket. They could have locked us up. But instead they said, we'll escort you to the crib, amigo. And I said, gracias, señor. Lo siento for the inconvenience. But that was that, right? So we get to the crib. Cage is smart. My homie, he was like, listen, let me make sure we can actually walk the streets at night. And I was like, bet. So he types it in his Google Translator. He pops it up and he shows it to his mans. And he's like, what's up? And it read.
Is walking okay or is it just driving?
And I was like, that was smart. And Buddy was like, yeah, you're good. I was like, gracias, señor, lo siento, gracias. We then began our journey, number 2. To then pivot from going to Central, and then instead of going to Central, we was like, let's just fuck around and just go to the neighborhood park around the corner, right? So we walking down, we got our gear, we like, man, this lens look crazy. This footage look crazy, this is gonna be cold. We hit another right, we walk down. I was like, let me get this gimbal put together. So I'm squatting, I'm getting the gimbal going. You wanna show the Policia real quick? I don't know if police is stopping, if they're reversing. What we did was a smart thing. I got my ass up. I said, well, I think we should get this footage while we walk back to the crib. I don't got no time for no extra problems. That's exactly what we did. you know, there's rules that I'm not quite aware about in regards to the city and how they operate. We got pulled over. And I'm getting anxiety right now. I'm being so honest, and we're filming this. So let's walk with me real quick, because we're gonna go back to the crib and try to get this thing to calibrate in my hand while we walk to the crib and get the footage that we want all at one time. That's our journey right now. And as I got a block away from the Policia, I realized that I left my slides, because I did an outfit change. I realized that I left my slides by the gate. Well, let me get my sandals. After I get my sandals, we'll just walk back. In my mind, if I was the police and I was watching us, I'm like, oh, okay, they're going home, cool, cool. But instead they're coming back? Why are you coming back? And then I was like, my español, no bien. Cage, take it from here.
Bueno, a esta hora ya no pueden andar en la calle. Hay una hora de restricción.
No caminar.
Ni salir.
11:30.
Nadie, ni vehículos porque les van a multar.
Okay.
No walking during the pandemic at all after hours, no driving. The city shut down. I was like, we don't know, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to play it off. Did you have that recording? No. You could have listened to your Spanish. Oh, I had mine recording though. That's what, like, we was that close. Meaning, had we been at the park, we would have had our footage. But there were so many roadblocks, so much stuff was stopping us from like going, which is weird, like how the universe works. Part of me was like, yo, maybe let Cage go to sleep. Just try to get this a whole nother day. The other side of me was like, nah, bro, you're only in here for tonight. See if you can get some dope footage for the YouTube community so they can see how these lenses and filters work. We tried it 3 times. Almost got to the soccer field and got stopped by the cops. Those times, like, took us off the street, pulled us over, like, nah. Drove us home, escorted us, no ticket. Now we got to the crib, it was like, all right, we can walk. We even asked. Cage went out his way to ask, using his Google Translator app. He was like, what did it read, bro?
It was like, is walking okay or is it just driving?
He said, walking's okay.
Yes. No vehículos.
No, you heard it yourself,
Yes.
right? So I'm like, all right, we got a chance. Even Cage was like, all right, you might as well just put on your outfit. We got this far, let's knock it out. We walked away from that situation with just them letting us know what was up. They was very nice about it, very respectful. They didn't hound us, but they're serious about making sure that this pandemic is taken serious as well, and that people aren't just out, you know, I guess being reckless, doing crazy stuff at nighttime at this time. So yeah, my tip of the day for you guys is this. If you're gonna travel, make sure you study or research the city that you are traveling to and their laws or bylaws or their, you know, policies regarding the CDC and this global pandemic, because you don't want to end up like me where you're just stepping out, just trying to be creative, and you may get pulled over and, you know, the worst case scenario can occur. And I just want to share this information with you guys, you know. Make sure that you, you tune in and you are aware of your environment and your surroundings, especially if you're not from that country, city, or state. Yeah, that's my word of advice. So until next time, make sure you subscribe, share, comment, and like, and I'll be here. I'll get some more footage for y'all. Don't worry, it ain't the end of the day. It ain't the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Director Southside out. Cut.